rotation was just a brief little spin up, possibly something they saw on the radar to issue that warning for. So I think with that, we are going to go ahead, if you guys can hear me back in the control room, I think we're going to go ahead and send it back to programming. If anything changes or we get any additional tornado warnings, we'll be cutting in on air. We'll have some additional coverage on our streaming platforms if you want to check that out through the evening. We'll also be on air at 6 o'clock with some additional updates. Alrighty, hey there everybody. We're continuing some of this out on the stream. I'm gonna take 1 second here and kind of reset things a little bit. We just did an update on air on channel 3 as well for that tornado warning that we briefly had for areas of Summit and Portage counties. So again, a little radar indicated rotation there that prompted the National Weather Service to issue that tornado warning. It has since been canceled. That was done just a few minutes ago. So we're going to go off air and just kind of focus on some streaming stuff, at least for now. If we get another tornado warning, might have to pop over there again and kind of disrupt this. One thing to note here, they are possibly letting, it looks like they are not continuing the severe thunderstorm warning into areas of Wayne and Holmes County, which possibly could be some good news that they're seeing some weakening in this. Still some torrential rain and still a possibility of some very gusty winds. But the fact that they're not extending that is good for that severe concern with those gusts of 60 miles per hour or greater. We do still have a couple of warnings that are holding on. That warning for the Cleveland area and Cuyahoga County immediately surrounding Cleveland has expired. So we still have some of this going on. Well, excuse me, I guess I should say you're out of the worst of it for Cleveland. Better phrasing there. We still technically have some of these warnings that are in place for the whole county and east. But Cleveland, anywhere along the lakeshore, in Cuyahoga County, you're out of the worst of the severe weather. Anywhere in Lorain County, you're out of the worst of the severe weather as well. We'll see some of these warnings kind of expiring here once we get closer to 4 o'clock or so. So we still have some very strong winds possible, especially closer to the lakeshore. We're watching this storm coming in off of the lake and out of Lake County into northern Ashtabula County. So southern Ashtabula County, you haven't had too much just yet. It's going to be heading your way here pretty quickly. Actually, hang on 1 second. Did we? Oh, okay. Nope, we're good. We're good. Canceled. Okay. Yes. Just double checking that tornado warning was canceled. We got zoomed up a little bit, or up a little higher in the warnings. So we, again, are watching all of these severe thunderstorm warnings. Some of them are set to expire at 4 p.m. Part of this in Lake County is going to be expiring here shortly. That storm's pushing into Geauga, Ashtabula County. This one in particular kind of just moving out of Ashtabula and pushing towards Kingsville there and out towards Conneaut and areas along 7 and 193. That's going to pack quite a punch as it moves through. Some damaging winds certainly possible there, and the possibility of some very torrential rain as well. So we're still watching for that possibility of damaging winds and torrential rain for this line, really stretching all the way back. We still have the warning that's in effect for areas of Medina. Oops, we'll select the right thing here. Medina, Portage, and Summit counties. That one is expected to go until 4:30 p.m. right now. We'll see if that gets extended. That was kind of a big push east with that warning to encompass that eastern movement of the storm. So again, out towards Cleveland, things looking much better than they were just half an hour or so ago. We are looking at, yeah, there's a much better view across downtown Cleveland right now. Visibility much better than what we were the last time we checked in there. So still some lingering rain, but things are looking better, and that's going to continue to be the case for the rest of the evening hours here. We still got a lot of clouds, still some light rain, and still the possibility of some flooding, but the worst definitely past us across downtown Cleveland. So that is very good news there. Again, heavy rain has really been the main concern here. So we'll kind of run through and look at a couple different parameters for that. Actually, first we'll just see, oh, there we go. We'll try rainfall rate. So this one's been really interesting because where we have those heavier downpours, the radar obviously is shooting, the beam shoots out and up from the radar, which is located at Cleveland Hopkins. So it kind of shoots up, if you will, into the higher parts of a thunderstorm. It's not measuring right at the surface what's falling, but it's a good estimate of what the possibilities are. And we've had a couple of these little pockets in this line that are throwing up some very impressive rainfall rates that could absolutely mean some flooding concerns. Again, any of those flood-prone areas, urban areas, anything that's very low-lying, also plays into some of the rain estimates. These are also radar based for right now, so you can really see where it has and hasn't rained today. Kind of feast or famine for a lot of these areas. If you've had the famine so far, don't worry, you're gonna get some rain still. Everyone is gonna get in on some of this. Let's see if we can measure a couple of these areas with some just radar estimates. This is not, on the ground reporting by any means, but some radar estimates. And we got plenty of these coming in over an inch of possible rainfall. So that definitely could mean some additional flooding concerns. And even as, the worst of this moves out, meaning that really severe concern, even as that moves out, we still have some additional rain behind there. So that flooding concern could linger into the early evening hours for some areas. So just keep that in mind. Again, everybody's gonna get in on this. If you've got somebody out and about in one of the areas ahead of the storm, give them the heads up that it's gonna be heading their way. Nobody's getting off with no rain for today. So this cold front is going to continue to move through. We'll watch closely as it does. Right now it looks like that best chance for some severe winds, really with those severe thunderstorm warnings, really focused right now kind of along and north of I-76 along that line. So stretching from Medina County all the way up through Ashtabula County. So this is pushing in to areas like Hudson. This is going to be approaching Cuyahoga Falls, Stowe, Akron. You're going to get in on this eventually there. And we are going to continue to have this pushing into the rest of Portage County as well before too long. Let's see, we got a quick little update here, I think. Let me take a look and see what this is from the National Weather Service. And it looks like they are just, I think they're just continuing. Yep, they're just continuing these downstream warnings. So they just put an additional warning out. This includes far eastern Ashtabula County, which is interesting because it was already covered with the first one, I think. But far eastern Ashtabula County, and then areas into Pennsylvania. So they're expecting that as that storm crosses the state line, still going to have plenty of potential for some severe weather there. We've also got an additional warning that is for areas of Wayne County, pushing into that southern portion of Summit County and Stark County as well. So that's going to include the Canton area and a good portion of 77 that stretch from Akron to Canton, all going to be included in this warning here. So we are going to see these continuing. Again, we've got a good environment for these storms to continue to have a decent amount of fuel, a good amount of fuel, I should say, to really pull from. So we had a little bit of a change in how things happened earlier today. We were watching for some showers through the morning hours that didn't really materialize. So we'll kind of look through here and see if we can talk about how we got to where we are. We'll take this back to this morning. We were saying yesterday, if we had some more scattered showers through the morning hours, that would kind of cut down on our potential for severe storms through the afternoon. And through the morning, we really didn't get too much rain. Some of those southern communities through Stark, Tuscarawas, Carroll County got some rain, and that really was about it. It was not as abundant as some of the models were trying to show. That would really play a huge role in decreasing our severe weather potential for this afternoon. And after that moved out, we also got a little bit of sunshine, a little bit of clearing. This time of year, all it takes is a little bit of sun to really pop those temperatures and give us a lot of instability. So that was absolutely beneficial to that severe weather risk being higher. So definitely got a little more elevated through the day based on how things set up with, again, less rain this morning and more clearing through the late morning and into the afternoon. That kind of contributed to now this severe weather that we're looking at for right now. With the temperatures, we warmed very quickly once we got a little bit of sunshine. Many of us hit at least 80 degrees. Right now, kind of a situation where you've either had some rain, you're a little bit cooler, you haven't reported yet, or you're still on the warm side of things. Still holding on to 81 down in Dover right now. Menor, downtown Cleveland, Mansfield, Port Clinton. We've already gotten reports of some rain-cooled air. Temperatures are back in the 60s, and dew points are dropping a little bit for those areas as well. Along and ahead of those storms, we still have dew points in the mid to upper 60s. Again, this is all part of a cold front that's moving through. On the other side of that cold front, we have some drastically less humid air, and that is going to be a very nice change for us as we get into later this evening and particularly into Monday. You're going to feel the difference with that air. Also, in terms of our temperatures, again, we had highs mostly 80 degrees or higher for the majority of locations. They're still holding on to 80 down towards Columbus. So we've got some low 70s back towards Minneapolis and some colder air even across the Great Lakes region. So that's what's going to be heading our way. And things overall are just going to be so much nicer as we get into your Monday. Things will be turning around quite a bit. Monday actually looks pretty fantastic. We'll call it a mix of sun and clouds, very refreshing. Light breeze from the northwest and temperatures close to 70 degrees. So going to feel very different from how things are out there right now. In the meantime, we'll get there eventually. Tomorrow's going to be a nice one. We still have those severe thunderstorm watches that are in place until 9 p.m. Again, I think we'll see those starting to be canceled, especially for some of our northwestern counties within the next couple of hours here, especially as all of this continues to push off towards the east and southeast. That is going to mean that we get a little bit of a break, so to speak. So areas behind this front, you're looking good. So with severe potential, just some light to moderate rain as we go through the rest of the evening hours here. And again, we've gotten these downstream warnings that continue to be extended, along and ahead of this actual front in the line of showers and storms. So we've got Ashtabula County, the warning for actual Ashtabula County is going to be going until 4:15 p.m. That's the one that's up to potentially 70-mile-per-hour winds there. Also looking at some potential for hail. We haven't really talked too much about hail yet. Let's put this on and kind of see. That would be our hail chance right there, kind of just east of Ashtabula and right around the Ashtabula area. So just between, say, 90 and the lakeshore is really where we have that highest potential for some hail possibilities in Ashtabula County. Let's see if we can try this. Might take a second to pop up. Nope, that is pulling further to the south. So yes, I think if we've had any hail, likely to have any hail, it's really kind of moved right around the Ashtabula area, but a lot of that is kind of moving off towards the east, so that hail signature is not looking as good for areas east of Ashtabula, which is good, but still a ton of lightning associated with this storm. Check that out, over 100 strikes of lightning just in the last 15 minutes with that. So quite the light show going on across Ashtabula County. And again, this is going to be pushing east and into Pennsylvania pretty quickly here, but still some torrential rain, a lot of thunder and lightning between Conneaut heading south along Ohio 7. Any of these areas, very heavy rain. Again, the potential for flooding is going to be with us as well. So that is certainly something to watch. I know Sunday, it's a weekend. a lot of folks probably out and about trying to enjoy the day. So be careful of that. If you still have to head out this evening, even as these storms kind of move off to the east and southeast, there's still going to be the potential for some lingering flood concerns. So just keep that in mind. Just because the rain, heavy rain, has moved out doesn't mean you're completely in the clear for any flooding potential there. So again, this line stretches really from Conneaut right now, kind of pushing into far northwestern PA. We got that very heavy rain stretching all the way to the southwest across Ashtabula County. That includes Geauga County, areas like Huntsburg, Middlefield, Auburn, anywhere along 422 from Parkman west all the way to Solon. We've got some torrential rain falling there. 44, very heavy rain through much of Geauga County and into northern Portage County as well. Aurora area, you've got a lot of heavy rain falling there, kind of just moving into Streetsboro. If you're out towards Manaway, Shalersville, Hiram, you've got this kind of putting in now, areas like Kent, Ravenna, not too much just yet, but it's gonna be there before you know it. Cuyahoga Falls, similar situation. The rain is not far off at all, and getting even closer with that most recent radar update there. So again, that torrential rain is definitely a possibility for us. And we've really kind of seen this lightning develop more in pockets. So not a ton of lightning across portions of Summit County. We had a ton up into Ashtabula County there. But check this out down towards Wayne County through Worcester and a good portion of Wayne County now. We've got some torrential rain, obviously, that has been something we've said many times here, and also a good deal of thunder and lightning developing with this as well. So this is some torrential rain for the Worcester area and really areas, a good portion of Wayne County stretching from the northeastern corner all the way to the southwestern corner. We've got that incredibly heavy rainfall. So we're gonna have to watch that for some flooding concerns again as we go through the next little stretch here through the evening hours. This does look like we are going to see these warnings continuing. Whoops, let's put that back on. 1 second, pop over to the other graphic here. And that'll show it a little bit better. Again, so right now, areas down towards Holmes County, no severe thunderstorm warning, but you're still gonna get quite a punch with some of this moving through. Torrential rain and still certainly some gusty winds will be a possibility as we go through the next bit for the folks down there. But we do have those warnings again stretching from Wayne County all the way up into Ashtabula County. So still a very strong line as this is moving through. Most of these warned for winds up to 60 miles per hour. And then let's see, looks like we've got another one here that is coming through. Let's see what this new warning is. This is for Trumbull County. So they've really kind of just extended part of this into northern Trumbull County. So we're starting to see that heavy rain move into northern Trumbull County. And the potential for the strongest winds really going to be just along and ahead of that rainfall. So as this moves in, they've got a new severe thunderstorm warning for really the northern half or so, we can say, of Trumbull County. This is going to be for the potential for winds up to 60 miles per hour. Potential for a little bit of small hail in there as well. So this is the newest severe thunderstorm warning we have. This one's going to be going until 5 p.m. So that is the new one that we have. Again, that's going to be 5 p.m. So that'll basically get this storm out towards the Pennsylvania state line here. So again, if you haven't had this yet, kind of time this out for you. Already starting to move into Pennsylvania. Ooh, let's try that again. Already starting to move into Pennsylvania up towards the lake shore. We'll kind of time out the rest of this. Again, moving off towards the east, slightly southeast. Well, that's not what we were trying to do. Sorry. We hit reverse instead. Let's try that again. We'll do that from right now. Measuring this out. So yes, as this moves further east, again, Millersburg, you're going to be under the gun here for, again, it's not a severe thunderstorm warning for you, but still a potential for some stronger winds and some very heavy rain. So Millersburg, we're looking at closer to 4:20 p.m. And then we are going to see closer to 4:30 for Canton. So in the next 20 to 30 minutes or so if you're in and around the Canton area. So that's a good heads up for anybody out there still trying to enjoy the warm air while we've got it. And then closer to Youngstown as we get, again, closer to that 5 o'clock hour. So that's kind of why that Trumbull County warning is going to go until about 5 p.m. That's roughly where it times out for these to exit east and to be into areas of Pennsylvania pretty quickly. We do expect these are going to continue to be on the intense side as they head into Pennsylvania. Let me check this. Just got one report in. Let me see what this is. Looks like we just got a report of a gust of 61 miles per hour, actually down in Wayne County, the airport down near Orville. So that's probably what prompted this warning that encompasses Wayne and into areas of Stark County as well. So they did have a report of 61 miles per hour at the airport down there in Wayne County. So the Wayne County Airport, KBJJ. Getting, again, a gust of 61 miles per hour. So Burke Lakefront had 58 earlier this afternoon. So those are two reports from the airports, at least, for the time being. We'll probably, again, have some additional reports as we go through the evening here and things kind of settle down and we get some more of those reports in. Actually, you know what? Let's see if we have any additional reports for right now. Okay, so mostly focused around Cuyahoga County and some of those lakeshore areas, again, where we had some down trees, a few areas where we've had some down power lines as well. Let's see if we can have a look at we had Ohio Edison up earlier. Right now we're looking at just over 100,000 customers for Ohio with some power issues according to the outage map there for Ohio Edison. So that's certainly going to be something that could impact you this evening. Thankfully, it's not going to be as hot and humid into the evening and tomorrow if you do happen to be one of the folks without power. So that at least is good news. We're losing a lot of the heat, losing a lot of the humidity. We've also got a report that just came through. This is probably one of the ones that's on here already, near Shaker Heights. Several trees down on South Woodland near Green Road. So that is something just east of Cleveland. That's, again, probably one of the reports that's already on there. We're getting a few of those from Cuyahoga County. So we'll likely see some more added to that as they're able to work through a lot of the assessments as we go through the evening here. So one more time, we'll kind of take you through here and see if we can get you to, I think, 4:15 we might be signing off here as a couple of these warnings kind of taper off for our neck of the woods. Again, a lot of these storms are starting to push into Pennsylvania. So we're already seeing the worst of that kind of push into Pennsylvania for what was moving through Ashtabula County, that heaviest rain and a lot of thunder and lightning, working on crossing that state line and into the Pennsylvania area. So we do still have that severe thunderstorm warning that is for Ashtabula County. If you are, say, the northwestern part of that county, anywhere from Trumbull, Ashtabula, northwest, you are fine for severe weather for the rest of the evening. This thunderstorm warning for Ashtabula County is going until 4:15 p.m., so just another few minutes here, and then that is pushing into Pennsylvania. So that's going to be out of our area. Come on. Come on. Technology is great when it works. So yes, that's going to be moving out of our area pretty quickly here. We also have the severe thunderstorm warning for Trumbull County. So that heavy rain, gusty winds going to be approaching areas like Cortland, Hartford, Kinsman eventually as it moves off towards the Pennsylvania state line. That warning is going until 5 p.m. So still another 45 minutes or so on that as it continues to push off towards the east-southeast. So also got this warning for portions of Summit and Portage County as well. Medina County is included in this. I think we'll probably see part of this. They might try to trim it down here pretty quickly. A lot of the heaviest stuff is pushing out of Medina County. So I think other than the immediate Wadsworth area, anywhere else in Medina County, you're good to go. Just some light to moderate rain for the rest of the evening hours here. But we do still have some just torrential rain from Hudson all the way down through Stowe, Akron, Coventry, and then towards Manaway, areas of northern Portage County. That does include portions of the Turnpike, 303, with, again, that torrential rain. So we still have that warning that's going to be going until 4:30 p.m. That basically is timed out to take it to kind of that eastern portion of Portage County and pushing out of the county. So I think we'll likely see some adjustments to that here. And then of course we did have that 61-mile-per-hour gust for the airport down in Wayne County, and we still have some very heavy rain and plenty of lightning as well. So this is just kind of starting to get east of the Worcester area. Very heavy rain for Orville and areas along 57. This is going to be pushing into Stark County, so areas of Canton and north, south out towards Massillon to the west. We're going to be getting all of this from Wayne County as it continues to push off to the east. So that warning right now expected to go until 4:45, and again, a lot of that is kind of taking into account that storm moving into and through Stark County in the next half hour to 45 minutes or so there as well. So all of this is what we have for right now. And again, this is all along cold front moving through. So we've got more severe thunderstorm watches for areas to our south and to our east. So that's why I was saying that these warnings are kind of likely to continue as these push into Pennsylvania, because we do have a really good environment for basically that entire watch area for some additional severe potential there. On the other side of that cold front, we do finally get that relief, and that's going to be with us for tomorrow. We've got dew points just 38 back towards Minneapolis, so that cooler, more refreshing air is going to feel so nice as it heads our way later tonight, and particularly going to notice the difference for tomorrow as well. It's going to be just noticeable compared to all the heat and humidity we've had for the past week or so compared to how things are going to feel tomorrow. So hold on to 80 for Columbus, 94 out towards DC, 71 back towards Minneapolis. That's closer to what our high is likely to be into tomorrow. So we'll time this out, kind of our short-term model, if you will. This is our high resolution model that kind of just goes out of several hours here. So good for this kind of situation. Going to continue to push these off towards the southeast and into Pennsylvania. Again, they're going to maintain a lot of their intensity into Pennsylvania, but that's going to be a problem for Pennsylvania. For us, we're going to focus on improving things a little bit through the evening hours. We'll still have some lingering showers possible through the first part of the evening. We'll dry out overnight, and then things do look much different heading into Monday. It's going to be cooler, more comfortable. Should be a really pleasant day for us. So we'll take another look at these warnings, and assuming they have expired, the one for 7:15, yes, it looks like they have. I think we're going to go ahead and wind things up for right now. If anything changes, we'll pop back on with any additional updates. Otherwise, we will have more details coming up tonight on NBC, or excuse me, at WKYC News at 6 p.m. and also at 11 as well. So both of those, some opportunities to catch up on things, and we'll have a look at some of those damage reports and have a look at the big changes coming our way with that forecast for the next couple of days here, and some just nicer conditions that are going to be heading our way once we get all these storms completely out of the picture.